Let's start off with a song.
Dumpix was doing the before 2014 over. Does anyone got a crush on me?
Before we start the episode.
Before we start the episode.
Anybody want to play a crush on me?
Stares
Let's
at
start
audience.
this off with a song. I need to wake up. All right.
I can't wake up.
Never made it as a wise man.
There's a poor man stealing. I was joking my peen.
Like a blind man.
Couldn't
I'm
see as a gay man with cum in my face.
Feeling.
And I feel like
this is how
you remind me of
Audience at
what
home,
my
sing along.
porness
Sing along. I
is.
really am.
This is how my
you remind me
porness.
of what I really am.
It's
Is
not
this,
like me.
Not like you. Say sorry. Won't be no other different story. It's not like I mistaken for you. I was like. Oh god, that was fucking loud. Jesus Christ.
that was the sound
I
of
think
your
that
Achilles
woke
tendon
me up
snapping.
a little bit. The sound of my brainstem snapping.
Doblex is
Well,
drinking
that felt
floating
physical.
orange sauce.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm drinking fucking orange goo.
That's a very
Goo.
dehydrated man's piss that we found in the out the back of the tavern.
Yeah.
Sipping away. It has healing properties.
So James died, but his spirit lives on.
His spirit lives
Yeah,
on.
it's been
The-
resurrected.
back in medieval times, people's spirits stuck around for a little bit. So he's there. We'll
Yeah.
find a corpse for him to go and to repossess next week. This is how.
You remind me.
Welcome to Milk Boys. Hey, I'm in America next week. What should I do?
Go McDonald's. Go McDonald's. Get cheeseburger.
What's
Go
at McDonald's? What specials do you guys have at McDonald's right now?
McDonald sauce. It's the best sauce in the history.
We got
of
the
McDonald's.
Yeah, we got
you guys
the
still
Southern
work
style
McDonald's?
spicy chicken biscuit.
We're going to McDonald's.
Is that only in the
chicken
mainland
biscuit.
United States, or is that in Hawaii and
That's what's
Alaska as
up.
well?
No, it's in the
know.
south.
Yo, cuz, I'm going to show you how the South does.
Andrew,
let
you got
you know.
McDonald sauce?
Wick
I haven't seen
Donald's.
McDonald's sauce up here. If I'm
Rip.
being,
I
actually,
tried
maybe
the
I have. I
McDonald's,
can't
that shit-
remember.
That shit's
That shit is
slap.
good.
I might
What if
have
it was
to
called
see
Wok
if I can
Donald's?
snack.
I
And
think
it
it's
was
like
just
North
lean.
Korean.
Walkie Donald's.
What if it was Wop Donald's? Would you be offended,
Ah,
James?
okay.
Why would you say that?
Would you be
Yeah,
offended
James.
if it was Wop Donald's? They did
up,
a
you
special thing. You could get
McFuck.
the mixed
Cursive Wop Donald.
spaghetti.
McDonald's is a slur against your people.
Yeah, Andrew, do you get offended when you see
You
McDonald's?
big
Well, that's
mixed
why they switched it to
fucking
Wop
bitch.
Donald's. They're giving my people a break for a little bit.
Douglas, can you say a racist one that we can't say because you're Mexican? We were talking about this before, and maybe this might get cut, who knows, but we're laughing at, like, really weird, obscure slurs and how most of them just, like, paint white people as stupid. Like, we'll say some of them. We're not endorsing this, obviously, but,
We'll say
like,
all of them. Every
but
slur.
the,
Yeah, we're going
one of
from the
them-
top.
One of the
Yeah.
slurs was...
You can't.
Or un-
No.
Can I-
Wait.
Can I?
Oh, sorry,
That's
go
just
ahead.
two. Those are two normal words. I just put them together. For context, I don't live in America. I don't know how bad any of these are. I only know
No,
like
this one's also.
I
two
don't know
words
the
put together.
iconic ones.
No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I only know the big three.
Kudos. Why don't you explain
Yeah.
the lore behind?
Was it? I hadn't even heard that one until
Another
you
thing
told
we're
me it
gonna
like
have
10
to
minutes
bleep.
ago. But the one I was laughing at was okay. I realize now why that's bad. I probably shouldn't have said that.
That one doesn't. That sounds worse.
I'm not saying this to be racist. I'm saying it because it's funny because the story behind that is that it's meant to paint
It's
black
not racist,
people.
It's just funny.
No, it is funny because we're gonna get through this. Just bear with me.
yeah. I really want to let
I
you
looked
finish
it up
so you
because
can
I
dig
don't.
yourself out.
I've never fucking heard. I think I've heard that saying once maybe. So I like googled
Yeah.
what it means, and it's meant
Yeah,
to
yeah.
paint black people as like lazy and unintelligent because they chill on the porch. But it's like white people bought slaves because they were too lazy to do anything.
They were
like how do
chilling on the
you can't
porch.
then turn that around and be like.
Yeah.
I would say that porch. Would probably describe a white person sitting on their fucking plantation deck watching out over the fields, right? They're the real
Yeah.
one who's not doing shit.
I mean, it's the
I like
same
the
with
idea of someone getting really
we're made fun
angry.
of because our backs are sweaty because we
Yeah.
get hired by white people to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like for
and
them.
because you're hardworking, which is like that's an admirable trait. No one sees someone who's a hard worker and be like, "Ah, look at this fucking idiot."
Listen,
fucking
listen.
loser.
Look at this bitch.
American whites have a long-standing tradition of getting
Oh, yeah?
minorities
Like
to
what?
do jobs for us and then making fun of them for doing it.
It's a vicious cycle,
And
isn't
then,
it?
Yeah.
it's a
Do
really
you
cool thing we came up with. We get to not work, and then also
Yeah.
be
You know,
mad
actually-
that they're taking the jobs
Yeah.
from us that we're not working. It's a
You know,
cool
this
thing we
this
figured
actually, I'm having a revelation now, which I just realized you guys probably never deal with this. But so I've been doing a lot of housework / yard work over like the last
out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
coming
I
up to
painted
you
my
assuming
shed.
you're not the house owner.
People
No,
come,
yeah, okay, so
people
okay,
come
so
up to you at Home Depot and be like, "Come to mine."
Well, no, I'm realizing because I always have this fear in my chest, right? Like if I'm out in the front yard or even in the backyard because I was out on the ladder, and I'm like, I just realized if people see me, they probably don't think I actually own this house.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
I've always thought that like if I'm mowing the lawn, people probably think I'm help, so I have to like look
Yeah.
more official. I'm like look, I'm inspecting my fucking bricks and shit. Like, yep, this is mine.
Giving
But I
your
realize you
front
guys
door
probably never have
smooch
to.
like, "Mwah, oh, I love you, house.
My
I love
house.
you, my house.
Mine.
Well, also
Some
you're the
white guy
only one who
driving
actually
by
has
like,
a house.
"That owns that
True.
thing."
Christmas.
Honey, do you see that? It's a miracle in these parts.
Look at this thing.
Minorities aren't
The
supposed to be able to
American
own
dream.
houses.
I would like to point out you're the only one who actually owns a house here, so we really are living in
Fair.
Biden's America. All
We really
the Mexicans
are.
come,
What
they
do you
take
mean?
our
I
jobs,
just
they
can't
buy
get a
up,
place to
they
live.
buy up all our
Scotland.
houses.
yeah. This episode's sponsored by fucking Scott Document or whatever that shit's called. Oh, you have one?
Yeah. I got it as a
Crazy.
sponsor, and then that shit came out about it, so I cancelled it, but they still sent me one.
Dude,
Do you
you
think you still
swindled
own that
them for
land?
ownership of Scotland for nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Idiots.
rock
How
up
does
there
that
and
shit
be
work?
like,
Like-
"Give me my land."
Well,
Inch of land.
it depends. I mean,
This
if the
land is
YouTube video
my land.
that hashtag exposed it is to be believed, it's like not real and it's a Chinese scam. I think it is real, but it's like it's probably one of those
Is it
things
real?
where it's like
It's just a gimmick, bro.
it's just a it's a
Yeah.
dumb gimmick thing. I feel like it got blown out. It's funny because the YouTuber who like exposed that or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he was like a fairly small YouTuber, but like that blew him up big time, right? Like that was a massive like scandal. But then
Yeah.
he was
It's
like,
Doug Walker.
well,
he's
fuck.
like,
Now my whole brand is
"Here's my Force
exposing
Unleashed game."
sponsorships. But the thing is, like,
Actually, yeah, that's right. He kept running with that.
yeah,
and,
well,
like,
there's like definitely dodgy sponsorships out there, but like there isn't
Yeah.
that many. So like the next one he tried to pull out was like I can't remember what it was, but he was really reaching for straws
Yeah.
or something, and then he just fell off.
That's so embarrassing.
It's
Just getting
funny.
trapped
Yeah.
into some weird niche and thinking you're like the PewDiePie of that niche, and then you drop your second vid and it's a complete flop, and people are like, "Damn, that's a little pathetic, bro."
Well, yeah, I mean, like the idea
Yeah,
of being
dude,
like the
embarrassing.
fucking CoffeeZilla of YouTube sponsorships is like that's a decent enough concept, but again, there really isn't enough sponsorships out there to warrant like
Also, like
on
no
that
one would
scale,
want to be
you know?
friends with you.
Yeah, that too,
Yeah.
right? Because you're pretty much coming after everyone's revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Magic Spoon.
I have seen someone do that.
really?
I have seen a video.
Actually, no, I have
I would
seen
make
I
a
think it's a
video. I
different-
would
Not
make a video about
magic,
Magic
so-
Spoon, and I would just be like, "This shit tastes like fucking garbage." Fuck this.
I've heard that. I actually liked it, but then again, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you
cereal.
liked it. Yeah, I got like I think it was when I was working at fucking Rooster Teeth, and I got like a shit ton of Magic Spoon, and I was so excited because dude, I love cereal so much, and like the thing that deters me from eating cereal is literally everything Magic Spoon is like advertising, right? Like
Yeah.
or the opposite, I should say. So I was really excited to try it, and like every single flavor, it was like. I feel like I'm eating fucking drywall, dude. This shit's like,
I know.
Maybe it's
It's
different in
insane
America.
how
I don't know.
bad it
Well,
is.
what I've found is it tastes like every protein product. You know, like when you have a protein bar and
no,
it's
yeah,
like
you're
yeah.
absolutely
Okay,
right.
The
yeah,
fuck-
that makes sense.
it's like it's like a double chocolate cake fucking protein
Yeah.
bar, and you're like, that sounds like the tastiest thing in the world, and you eat it, and it's like. It's like I see what you're going for, but this tastes more like
yeah,
a
but
brick.
you can still
Dude,
taste.
kudos,
Yeah.
kudos
exactly.
just flashbanged my brain into like a 10-year regression. The
Oh, yeah.
the sound you made, you went "oh" like right before you like said that sentence, and you said it exactly like the sound of in CS:GO when you get hit with the taser. Like they.
Let me look.
If you could,
Courtney, put that here 60 times in a row.
Courtney, isolate that "aw" and then
CS:GO
put it against the
taser.
CS:GO taser. Sound
And then put
effect.
auto-tune on it and reverb.
Taser death sound.
do all of that.
So that's more like an "eh," but yours is like an "aw." But it like they hit like the same pattern in my neural pathway.
Here, let me play it like at slower speed and see if that hits.
This is podcasting.
That's me busting a fat nut, if I'm being honest.
God, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Courtney, put them next to each
Now
other.
play chimp sound slowed down.
Courtney, now
I'm gonna play.
fucking .mp4.
Play that kid who's playing Roblox and their grandma falls down the stairs in the background. Play that at like 25% speed.
Courtney, play that video of Andrew shitting himself and his mom telling him not to.
Here, I'll play this.
shitting.
Please put that up right here.
This will go over well. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where is it? Oh, fuck. I forgot I had it on fucking slow speed. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, this will go over well. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Wait.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't kill it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man.
This
Play this whole thing.
fucking claimed, yeah, and this is how you remind me. I'm putting shorts on.
I was talking to my mom about like a couple months ago.
yeah?
It's been a few months
is
at this
she?
point.
How's she doing? Huh?
She's doing all right. She's doing pretty good. She's a happy married woman. So don't even think about it, buddy.
Some cunt,
And
Just to do
I
so
think
to
we
my
got
long.
she oh, that's what it was. She sent us a picture of like her school growing up because she was just talking to us chillins, and she just out of the blue was like, and this right here, this wall up against here is where 3 girls held me against the wall and beat me with their clogs.
Oh,
And so my it brought
she
to
go to
mind.
school?
Well, she went to like some
Thompson.
Catholic school in
okay.
Long
Beat
Island
me
or
with
some
their
shit.
clogs.
stuff.
My question being, I
went
feel
to the
like
wizarding
bullying
world.
was way crazier back in the day. And do you guys have any stories from your parents of them talking about like their biggest haters growing up? That's
have
my question.
biggest-
Do you have any like
don't-
crazy haters for your parents or anybody in your family?
I don't have any crazy haters from my parents, but my dad went to like a fucking Catholic school as well. And I think this one like girl when he was like, I don't know, 6 or 7, just like lost the fucking plot. Sometimes I feel like sometimes kids' brains just get like hit with the fucking
Yeah, something switches.
get hit with the Pokemon
Yeah.
confusion. But I think she was literally like fucking shitting on the ground and like screaming, like literally having like a manic episode, like fucking convulsing and spraying up both ends or whatever. And like he went to Catholic school, so the fucking nun just like put her in a closet and was like, yeah, she'll figure it out.
God, dude, Catholics. James probably has. James, did either of your parents go to a Catholic school?
My mom did for elementary school. I went to Catholic school for like a few years.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have some stories as well.
crazy.
Catholic school nuns are like the final bosses of mean teachers. They seem like some of the worst people ever. Because my mom had stories on stories of them doing like this one nun yanked a kid by his ear out of his chair because he like wouldn't talk. He went deaf in that ear because she
damn.
yanked him up
Jesus
so hard.
Christ.
It's like, what is going on at these schools where
I mean, they.
nuns are like,
imagine-
Yeah,
I'm going to
Imagine you're
kill this
50.
child.
Imagine you're
Yeah.
50, you've never been allowed to get dick down once, so you've obviously
That's
never
it,
had
right.
kids,
That's the
so you've
reason
never...
right
That's
there.
fair.
Right.
I think that's 90% of it, and then the other 10% is because you haven't been dick down, you haven't had kids yourself, so you don't know how to like actually deal with
How to
kids.
interact.
Except
Yeah.
then you're, for whatever reason, chosen to teach at a Catholic school, and you're like, I fucking hate all these things.
I want to be
Yeah.
a teacher.
No, that makes sense. It's fucked up, but
Yeah.
she was telling us about the girl that was bullying her, and because the follow-up to this was, do you have an update on your parents' biggest haters? And so I asked her, like, well, silver lining, Mom, maybe that woman is having a terrible life right now. And I was like, do you know what happened to her? And she just responded with, she died at 30 of cancer.
That'll do it.
R.I.P.
So I just sent that, I just sent the
Rip
video
Bozo.
of I'm the Man.
R.I.P.
The I'm the Man with LeBron and everybody celebrating the championship win.
You can tell everybody.
I mean, nothing from me mama.
Me
But
mama.
funny enough, my fucking uncle, my tío Hector, he was so when I turned 13, right, I fucking like broke out like crazy in acne, right? Like I straight up had pizza face, and I remember him telling me how like, oh, you know, you're gonna get like bullied to hell, right? He was like, you're gonna get like because when I was your age, I had the same thing, like literally the same fucking pizza face. And he got bullied a lot.
Just rocked up to you like, "Yo, pizza face, you about to get bullied."
Hey, yo,
You're
fool,
gonna
you
get
better get bullied hell
You're gonna
hard.
get fucked up, man. They're gonna hate you.
Yeah. Well, because my mom fucking, dude, literally on my 13th birthday, my mom took me to, I forgot where. It was like, I don't know, some store. But yeah, she literally took me and like stocked me up on, like Clearasil, fucking, like every type of acne medication.
Clearasil
Mozzarella
Anyway,
cheese.
I bring up this story because my uncle Hector ended up killing somebody and he's in prison. Just wanted to loop that back around.
R.I.P.
Was he right?
I don't know. I don't know what he did.
Sorry,
I just remember my
like, did you get bullied for having acne?
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Did the guy
guess I
deserve
did
it?
a lot.
You
I was
go
gonna- I
visit
think
your
so.
uncle in
I got
prison.
bullied for my pizza face and also for having a mustache in middle school.
Oh, that's
Dude,
right.
so did I. People used
Yeah,
to
kind of a wombo
this kid
combo.
used to call me fucking Pablo, and I'd be like, bruh.
Yeah, dude, people call me Pedro. They would wear fucking vote for Pedro shirts from Napoleon Dynamite. Like legit just to fucking fuck with me.
James's bully couldn't even come up
Good
with an
old-fashioned.
Italian name. They were like, oh, yeah, you're Mexican.
No,
too.
yeah, he was just like, oh, you're a Mexican. You got a
Yeah.
Mexi
Call him Mario.
Oh, you're a Mexican.
That's perfect. You
Oh yeah,
could've-
he's right there. Mario. Yeah.
Mario.
It's me.
Damn, your bullies need to step their shit
Mario.
up. Fucking
Yeah, they
fucking
suck.
idiots.
Yeah.
I suppose
Yeah, they're
they-
not
I suppose-
geographically
Yeah.
accurate in their bullying.
I always remember one of my bullies fucking like I think he was like the lowest in the rung of his friend group who were like the jocks.
Was this the cheese grater guys?
No, that was someone. That was a different school I heard about when I was at university. But I
that's
remember
right,
one
the killer
time. So I think
Kong.
he was like the bitch of their group, and so they was just to fuck with him too. And then also we hated him because he bullied us. So I remember one time he like went up to our teacher like stepped out of the class for some reason, and he had to go up to the. I think one of them like threw his pencil case at the front of the class or whatever. So he had to like get up and walk to it, and then everyone just started pelting shit at him like fucking pencils and stuff. And then a fucking chair like soared over my head. It was one of the funniest things I've ever. No, dude, it was honestly one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He's just getting fucking pelted, and then the teacher looks back and there's just crap everywhere.
Just fucking
it's like that
slow
fucking
motion
video.
watching a chair fly over your head from like out of
Yeah,
your peripheral.
No, dude, it's like burnt into my brain.
So funny.
It has the same energy as when we were fucking high as hell at Andrew's place, and we were sitting on his couch, and you guys were throwing fucking puppets everywhere, and I was like doing this like I was in Saving Private Ryan, like,
I love that.
and I was in like tears laughing. It was just that like chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny, man. I remember another time
Andrew,
we
do
were
you still
playing, real quick, we were the same guy, we were playing softball or fucking, I don't know, baseball, some shit.
Hard.
And I was a fielder, like way the fuck out, and I was shit at sports, so like, you know, not good, and he was meant to be part of the sporty guys, and he fucking knocked the ball real far out, and I just like put my hand up, barely, didn't move at all, and just caught it, and I did not let him forget that. I fucking ran all the way from the
Let's
field up to him, and I was like,
fucking
yeah,
Let's go,
That's so
bitch.
epic.
Look at this ball in my hand, you bitch.
Look at this ball.
In like 6th grade, I sat at like my algebra teacher forced me to like sit at the very front of like the class because I was a fucking
She wanted to
clown.
look at you.
But cum shoes didn't get moved up to the front, so he was still sitting in the back. And I would always trip him when he would walk by, but he would, and he was He was like one of those kids that like walked on his tippy toes and like bounced when he
And he's got
walked.
very
It was, like,
slippery shoes because
Yeah,
of the
he was
cum.
Well, he wore,
Because of the
he wore
cum,
like $5 Walmart sneakers, so they came
They were caked in cum and
pre-soulless, like
They came pre-cummed.
They're
they
constantly
did come
crackling.
No, but
I like to
it was
imagine
like
James was tripping him up, not with his foot, but by just like squirting on the ground
Oh,
and
Jesus.
just making a little oil slick.
No, but his fucking shoes. Oh, I could do a whole episode on just cum shoes, but and not just the cum part, but. He would usually like recover. He would just like trip once, but one day I think he was like playing his DS when he was like walking into the classroom, and it was like this perfect thing where the teacher like would come from another classroom, so she wouldn't be there, so we would just like fuck around until like the bell rang and she rocked up. But I didn't see her, but she walked in like right after Vinny, and I did my normal trip on Vinny, but he was like upgrading his fucking Charizard or some shit, so he wasn't like ready for it. And I tripped him so hard that he fell, and he was like so big and lumbery that he put his hands out and he grabbed like a desk on either side of him, but obviously the desks like weren't bolted in or anything, so he just like fell face first with two desk in either hand and knocked over like every desk in the classroom at once. And it sounded like a nuclear bomb went off.
It's like a fucking junk
You think he learned to not walk past you?
It was so funny. It was, I don't know, he literally like
Nice.
fucking Wii bowling struck like 25 desks at once. It's legendary.
Oh god, that's funny.
Someone didn't trip, but we had a. This was when I was at public school. There was I can't remember the kid's name, which I mean I
When you
wasn't
were
gonna
at
say it
Publix.
anyway. But he was
James's Publix.
he was
Yo,
he was a
that's
big
a
boy.
bomb.
Like
Yeah.
if you put me and James together, it's like this kid was big. And he was in my chemistry class, and we're all, we're doing class, things are normal, and all of a sudden like it sounded like a fucking bomb went off. And I look over across the room where he was sitting, and just the sheer gravity had taken over, and the sheer weight of it, he just folded the whole desk. Like the thing just, it just snapped like this.
You
and
can't
folded.
come back
so
from that.
So he's like sitting on the ground with a folded desk around him, like.
I've
And
never
we
seen
all had
that.
to try and not lose our shit at the big man who just like brought a desk to
Dude,
his end.
the desk chairs really were like in that way where, they were probably like they made them more comfortable probably, but like the legs were slightly like cambered like out in all directions. So like it's like if in a cartoon when like someone's too heavy for the horse and they just go like belly first into the ground and all their legs give out. Like if you're too fat for those chairs, that's exactly what would happen because the legs are already like
Fucking
20
Madonna
degrees
on his
tilted
horse.
outward. Yeah. R.I.P. that kid, bro. You
Except
can't
this
come
kid
back
didn't
from that.
have
That's
gravity
insane.
Yeah.
magic.
That's
Dude, it
insane.
was so funny.
Dude, I remember
Man.
that reminded me really quickly of just those desks. Those desks get like Andrew. Did you have those ones where like the chairs were like attached to them, like the plastic
Yeah, the
ones?
one that I'm thinking, it was like a chair and it had the legs go down kind of
Ah,
like
that
this,
makes
and
more
then
sense.
the desk was built on to it, so it
Yeah.
was just like right in
Yeah.
front of you. So when
Yeah,
when
exactly.
it collapsed, like everything folded in on him like a bear trap.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the crumple zone.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was for his
that was the
Cybertruck
crumple zone.
crumbles,
So those desks were like very they were like very curved because everything was like one big piece. So I remember I was trying to sneak a cheeky little fart out once on one of those desks. And it was like
Cheeky
one of those
Right.
ones where you're like trying to just let your butthole like loosen and just like let it like flow out like air.
Yeah, so you
it
can
doesn't
just
make
have,
any
like, a-
noise. But yeah, exactly. But the way the chair was like curved
prison
around
fart,
the
so
back
to
of my
say.
ass, it was like a GTA fucking 5 like speed ramp boost to like my fart. So I tried to let it go really loose, but it ended up just going really slow and loud, like one of those like and he just got like launched into the
It's a Family Guy
stratosphere by the
bit.
curve of the fucking
Yeah.
desk. It was so fucking embarrassing. It was like the
Those videos
loudest
of those
part
guys
of
who
my
like
life.
cough to
Oh yeah.
they, like cough to cover up a fart.
Today we're going to be talking about the Trail of Tears. Oops.
Yeah, that's why us dudes got to do reverse Kegel exercises.
Yeah,
to, like,
we gotta be able to
really let
keep
them
shit
blow
in.
this
That's what
fucking
I'm
air
saying,
out.
man.
Yeah. Or
Hey, all the guys
you
out
lean
there,
into it
push
and
as
loosen
hard
it
as
so
you can
much.
on your ass.
Yeah, so it just comes out like
Yeah,
It's like
all
a
the guys
hot
out there,
breath.
Just
push
Yeah.
as hard as you can on your ass right now, on your ass muscle, and see what
Yeah.
happens.
And film it
Yeah.
and send it to James.
Just see what happens. Just
Yeah, send it to me at Elon Musk.
I want you to
Twitter.
fucking twerk with your asshole out. Send a picture.
yo.
Hey, isn't that what
with your
that one
asshole out.
YouTuber that got arrested for being a pedophile did?
Yeah, those are the
Was
memes I
it?
was making.
That doesn't narrow it down actually.
Yeah, it
I
was,
was
it
gonna
was
say
like,
I don't know
want
which
you to
YouTuber
like
you're
one of
talking
the
about.
first
There's so
ones,
many
dude.
YouTuber.
No, he was like the first one. He was like
Yeah.
he was like one dude that me
Yeah.
and Doplex would know him. He was like an emo YouTuber.
Yeah.
Sure,
I
sure.
forget his
It
name.
was like
He was
I
emo
forgot
and a
his name. I don't want to
YouTuber?
look up fucking.
He had no
That's why-
chance of
yeah,
not
exactly.
being.
He was a super pedophile.
Yeah. It's like having an advantage
his
roll in
name.
D&D. It's like statistically.
Yeah.
And he was like a
likely, yeah.
musician too, so yeah, it was over.
Yeah, but the fuck, his request is so funny. Like I've heard it like fucking.
Is that the one that
reiterated
was
before.
memed where it was like, can you send me
Yeah,
a
it's
picture like,
like-
with your panties on and off? And was it that one or is that a different?
Yeah, it was like
controversy?
like your butthole.
Oh yeah,
like,
can I
fucking
can I
twerk
get
with your
one from the
butthole out,
back
spread your
Hey,
butt cheek.
girl.
and maybe
Yeah,
one from the
back.
front, and
It was
with
like
the
very
panties pulled
it was
to the
like
side.
it was literally like him fucking ordering at like
Yeah,
at, like
yeah,
Rodman's
like a
or
number
something.
5.
Drive through and was
Yeah.
like, yes, I'd like a number 3, please.
I'd like one with your butthole, one with panties, one without, one twerking, one not.
Because that became like a copy paste.
So do you like a particular age?
12.
That was a really good fucking microphone.
It was like so
Oh,
crunchy.
wait,
and
real
fuck-
quick. I went to a magical McDonald's the other day that had a fucking like conveyor
Magical?
belt on the ceiling.
What the?
What
fuck?
the? They had,
What
they had
What,
the
was
whole.
what were they conveying?
McDonald's food. But it was, okay, picture
Why
this.
was it on the ceiling?
So I guess the kitchen and like front area is like really far away from the drive-through area. So like they prep the food at the
Okay.
front and then to get it to the back like really fast. They literally have,
Yeah.
it's like a rail that runs, it's like some cyberpunk shit. It's like a rail that runs up the ceiling, like from the wall up onto the ceiling across. It like curves a bit and then it like comes
It's like
down.
the things
right
at
up
the
drive-through window.
bank.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's like
kind of,
those
but
bank
you like they'll
things.
like fucking wrap up the Macca's, like, you know, and then they'll like put it on this little hook thing and they push a button and it goes and it like fucking travels over to the drive-through. And I was just pissed myself laughing because I was like, I know at one point someone hasn't secured the bag properly and it's just like spilled and like the machine doesn't care, so it'll just keep going as like Coke
Yeah.
and chips just fly, like
raining
Dude, there's
fries.
no
the
way that's more
entire
efficient than
restaurant.
just walking it over to the fucking thing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I know.
It was. It's a wee way away where, like, if you wanted to get it there, you'd probably have to, like, walk briskly, but it's still, like, not that far that's,
Yeah.
like, justifies having a conveyor belt.
yeah.
But it was sick. I was really impressed.
What do you think would be the most useless inventions in fast food? Because like you say that, and I'm
That.
thinking like, what would be fun would be like a T-shirt cannon, you know? Like imagine like one of those.
You just roll down
a
your window to
slingshot.
get your order and
Catch.
take a full double to the face. Thank you.
You have to open your mouth and they feed it to you. Yeah, what if that they have, like, those robot claw hands and they put a fucking your McDouble in it and they just, like, they reach it out and they feed it to you?
One by one.
Thank you.
Takes fucking forever.
You guys ever go to one of those vending machines that like instead of dropping the drink, it like does a little robot thing where it like goes and like up and
Oh, yeah,
and
it's got, like,
goes
a
and,
little,
grabs it.
like, holds it.
Dude, I love
yeah.
I love
Those are sweet.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's ones that are like not calibrated right and they're super aggro and they just fucking fling the drink into the side of the machine. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
we had one
And
of
it's like,
those
bro,
at
this-
fucking
you
Liberty.
Yeah, you definitely just fucked the fizz in that drink more than if you would have just dropped it down
Yeah.
the fucking
Oh,
thing
but-
like a
but
normal
dude,
vending
drop-
machine.
Dropping it cooks it too. There's like one of my gym I get sometimes. And sometimes I'll get like an energy drink, but like, you know, one of the big like
Yeah.
half 500 mil ones, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that is in ounces. And yeah, it's like pretty near the top, and you'll push it, and it's just like, Badoo! It's like, surely, bro, if I dropped a
Crashes.
drink from that
You gotta
height
wait.
normally, I'd be like pissing myself. Like I'd be like, it's done. It's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, no, it's
rupture.
over.
Yeah, but somehow the vending machine technicians are like, yeah, that's fine. That's a good level to drop
It's-
a
I mean, honestly,
double-sized energy drink from.
I don't know if I've ever taken a soda out of a vending machine and opened it and it like blew up on me. Whereas like yeah, like if I dropped that like out in the world, it probably would. Yeah, from the same.
One time I walked all the way home. It used to be the closest store for me when I lived this one place back in Wellington was like a 20-minute walk away, a 25-minute walk. So I'd be like, fuck it. I want some snacks. I walked all the way there and they gave me this flimsy little plastic bag and I had a Monster Energy Rehab in it and I was hungover and I was so excited for it and we were like literally like 2 minutes from my house and the bag ripped and it fucking hit the ground and ruptured.
Wasn't it on a night you were like gonna go big gamer mode or something too?
Oh yeah, it was for sure.
Bruh,
I was setting up for a fucking for a chill session. Wait, and it was one of those things where it's like I could turn around and walk all the way back, but it's like it'll literally be another 40-minute round trip.
Wait, so you lived in the city of Wellington and there was nowhere to buy snacks within 20 minutes?
This was up. This is when I was in the suburbs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Dude, my dad. This has been years and years and years ago. For some reason, he didn't know that monsters were caffeinated. I distinctly remember this because I brought one home and I was like, I'm gonna try Monster, and my dad just like grabbed it and like looked at it, and I guess he wanted to try it, and he just shook the bottle. We have no idea why. We have no idea why he did
you mean carbonated?
Yeah, you mean carbonated.
Carbonated. That's what I meant. Yeah. No, it's carbonated.
I was gonna say, what's the point of drinking a Monster if it's not caffeinated? They taste like dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% meant carbonated. But he just shook it and then opened it and it like a perfect fountain.
You got dog. He fucked you.
Yeah, no, and it went fucking everywhere. We all looked at my dad like,
you good?
What are you doing? He's like, I didn't know. I didn't know it was carbonated.
It's funny when your parents fuck up like that.
And then he went outside to go buy you another one and ran over your dog.
Yeah, that was the order of events.
Come on, man. It is crazy, like when your parents fuck up like that, because you kind of, especially when you're younger, you're like, you don't think your parents are infallible, but you're definitely like, oh, they know what they're doing. Compared to
then
me,
you see that.
Then they shake the can.
I don't know if I want to drive with this guy anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if this guy knows what's going on. That's the real red pilling when you get to like, 26 or 7 or whatever, and you realize like, oh, this is how old my parents were when they had me. I'm reaching that soon.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I think my parents had me when they were like 32, or maybe even a little bit later. But either way, I'm like getting to that age, and I'm like, fuck.
My parents had me when younger than I am right now.
You better come.
My mom was like,
hurry up, go come.
Go come, boy. Go come. Yeah, well, exactly. So case in point, James, imagine how much of a fuck.
No, I know.
Right
Literally.
Now imagine you've got 3 kids. It's insane, man. I don't know. I guess you grow up pretty fast, like if you have to. But it is funny thinking like, man, when I was 21, I was literally the biggest dipshit in the world. Like I didn't know what the hell was going on. So the idea of having kids is like, they also didn't know what was going on. We were in the exact same boat. Just
I don't know how you see. I mean, all of us have this experience, but like, motherfuckers from high school be having kids early in their 20s, and I'm like, I know for a fact
people from my high school
this person should not be having a kid.
Yes.
It's the fucking idiocracy or whatever. It's like all the dumb people who shouldn't be spreading their genes are, and all the smart people who like should be are like busy doing shit and not having kids.
Yeah.
Any of you guys have any teen pregnancies in your high school? I had a few.
So many, dude.
Dude, like literally every single one of my friends had a child when they were like, literally we were all fucking bulling out, and like, I don't know, we were in high school, and like it's crazy because like now one of my friends, his kid is, I think she's like 12 now.
What the fuck?
And he's legit like,
dude.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I mean he's 29, so it's like it's I don't know, it blows my mind because like I have so many friends who did have like a fucking child when they were like 14 or 15 or whatever.
Yeah, we had legit none. I went to an all boys school, which definitely like meant that I don't know, maybe not as much. But we had our like sister school like right next to it, which is like the girls' school, and it was the only school in my hometown I think that had like an early childhood like thing attached to it. So it was like if you were teen pregnant and you needed somewhere for your baby to go while you went to high school, that was the school. And I think they also had like classes on how to like look after babies and shit. So that school got a bad reputation of being like all the drop kick like teen mom kind of thing.
Dude, what's crazy about that is even with that bad reputation, it still has more facilities set up for young mothers than anything we have in the States. Because, dude, if you get at least where I grew up, like if you got pregnant, you're on your own. Like you got to figure out how to go to school and take care of the kid. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming they don't have any kind of. Those are the sort of states where they fucking hate Planned Parenthood. They're like, nope, we can't have that. You can't be wearing condoms now.
No, absolutely. No one was getting shit. Well, there was a couple people for sure that were getting stuff terminated, but a couple of them just went through it.
Terminated.
Terminating the child.
Yeah. Dude, imagine if abortions were like, you just like step into a microwave and
that's the future Joe Biden wants.
Okay, you're done.
To your point of like teen pregnancies or like people having, I'm now at the age, and I guess you are too, Duplex, where people are normal people who have their lives figured out are having babies, and it's like, oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh Jesus. Because for a wee while it was like, all right, that's a bit early. That's a bit early. Oh, that's a bit more reasonable. Now it's just like, oh, people were just like actually married and having kids and having like really like the traditional like classic family.
Yeah, no, two of my buddies from college both have. One of them has a kid, and the other one they've got a kid on the way. That's one of the, like you said, that's one of those situations where it's like it makes sense. It's like, yeah, they've got their jobs figured out. They know what they're doing. They want to start a family.
It's a good time. Yeah, exactly.
But then, you have to look at yourself like, well, fuck, I'm also that age.
What am I doing? I'm recording a podcast.
Yeah, I'm sitting here in a costume in front of a green screen recording a podcast.
I'm wearing a fucking plastic knight armor.
Doplex, when you gonna shoot your fucking shit up in fucking Sabrina, bro?
Dude, it's fun. I always joke with Sabrina because like
when you gonna
I would joke with Sabrina that I'm gonna come inside.
When you gonna fucking squeeze your glizzy and spit out your fucking goop?
When are you gonna sling fat ropes, man?
Dude, I always like joke with Sabrina, but it's like it's a partial joke where I'm like, granted, like we've never actually like tried to have a child. Obviously, that's not really something we want to do right now. But like, I feel like throughout my teenage years, wearing pants that are way too tight for me, I genuinely have like a weird feeling in my gut that like all my cum is just
that shit.
Dude,
like,
I have an irrational fear of that too. Could you imagine that? Like, you spend years like dreading it, like I'm not ready, and then you're finally ready, and then it's like, oh, your shit's fucked, man. Sorry.
Yeah, your shit's
dude,
fucked,
you can't do it.
Cool.
Hope you're like adopted.
My family lineage would end if my cum didn't work. I'm the only male descendant of all of the male Millers of all of the Millers.
Oh, really? Well, you better start nutting, bro.
The torch. Yeah, start nutting and put it in the freezer like Chris Chan.
That's what that my uncle Ricky did that on my mom's side. My mom's brother.
He put his nut in the freezer.
No, his cum worked, but he only had 2 daughters. Auto-pop? So the Stanley name ends with him.
Damn.
I mean, people aren't like more and more. It seems like people aren't doing the classic like nuke the last name type beat. Like I know more and more people who are like, yeah, we're merging names.
I knew a couple of people. Yeah.
Wait, I don't know why merging. I just thought like, all right,
yeah, you just merge them
like
together.
Sanchez and fucking Bublaski, and they're just like fucking
Sambino.
Or if you and Andrew got married and you had to merge them as like
Miller. No, we were just Miller.
Dude, that would actually be really fucking hard.
No, you guys merge your names and it's Amelie.
Amelie.
No, I'm J Millie, bro. How could you hit me with the A?
No, because
Amelie Jamili.
That's your married name.
Why are you going to go first, Andrew?
One of my friends.
Why do you get to go first?
Because his name does start with an A. To be fair,
it's alphabetical and age. Sorry, dude.
And
old people go last.
Exactly.
You're less important to society. You've lived enough life.
Age before beauty.
Balls before sex. I was wondering because one of my friends growing up, she was like this. She had a hyphenated name, and I was like, what if she married a guy who was also hyphenated? I think hers was because her parents had her.
That's how you end up with conquistador names.
And then separated, so then she got
called
like
being Mexican.
But you have like 4 hyphenated names.
Yeah,
that's sick. How many hyphenated names do you have, Dopix?
Luckily, just one.
Dope Boy's
one.
name
Most
isn't
family
even
has
Mexican.
multiple.
That shit Muslim.
Yeah.
Did you know
I
that?
do.
Did you know that?
Technically, but
Did you know that
That's
Spain and Portugal was like owned by like by like an Arab like empire for like 1,000 years, and during the time
Really?
of like the Spanish conquest, and that's why there's like a really close like lineage relationship between Arabs and Hispanic people.
Oh, interesting.
I did not know
Interesting.
that.
I
Would
did
that be
not
the
know that.
Ottomans?
Arab dope. No, it wasn't the Ottomans. It was like the Al Sayyad or some shit. I thought it was the
I
Ottomans.
mean, every time you motherfuckers come together, it does some great shit. I mean, not saying that the conquests were good, to be fair, but El Pastor tacos, amazing.
Pretty damn good.
I mean,
It is
Well.
okay. This is a very dumb fucking Anglo-centric view of the world, but it's always fascinating when two separate countries or cultures that you have no relation to get together and do some cool shit, like the El Pastor
It's like a
taco, which
collab.
came from like I think Middle Eastern immigrants coming to Mexico and being like, "Yo, let's take the shish." For shish kebabs, and let's put that in a taco, which is like the two best foods ever, and then you make a new amazing
that how it
taco.
came about?
What's that?
crazy.
Shish
I didn't-
taco.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is like but it's interesting to me. It's like these like all these different cultures working autonomously,
yeah.
and like they come together and make something. Like I'm sure there's some fucking Mexican dudes who moved to Japan and made like taco sushi or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, like it's
Taco
cool.
sushi.
It's cool to find out
Sushi
all these
burrito.
cultures
Yeah.
that you don't know.
The
exist.
Italians and the
Yeah.
Mexicans got together, made Mexican pizza.
Dude,
True.
the
That's a
Hawaiian
disgrace,
people, fucking what was it? It was like Japanese people went to Hawaii and like loved their food so much, and like that's why a lot of Japanese food is very similar to Hawaiian food.
Oh yeah,
Or is it the other way around?
I'm excited. Wow,
It's
hey,
something
I'll
like
let you
that.
know next week.
Aren't
It's some
Polynesians
islands out in
just
the
like
Pacific that would
Japanese
make
Hawaiians?
I don't know. I think they're polysexual.
Yeah, the polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous. What did I say? Polysexual? That's not a word. What the fuck's wrong
It's
with me?
it's
It's like when
probably
you want
worse.
to
Is that
fuck
a
a
word?
bird.
In
I wanna fuck a bird.
in today's
Poly-
Polywop my
Polynesian.
cock.
polysexual
I
is
love
probably
that.
real.
I love that that fucking what's that? I don't know.
I love
it was
you.
like a documentary or YouTube video or something, but it was about that like is it called a polycule? The fucking the cluster of a polyamorous relationship, and it was like
Oh,
4 or
yeah.
5 guys orbiting this morbidly obese
Yo, I'd
woman.
rather kill
I know
myself than
exactly
be a
what you're
polyamorous
talking about,
relationship.
and I swear one of the
Yeah.
dudes involved in that got arrested
he
for
got
like
yep. He beat that because
he tried to like
she
beat
had
the
a
kid or
baby.
some shit.
She had a baby with another guy, which, by the way, it's so funny because it's like watching a sitcom or something because it's like all these different dudes. They've all got this weird like.
Yeah.
She's the thing connecting them all, but then they've also got their own like relationships with each other. Like some of them are friends, some of them like
Yeah.
fucking hate each other. Then I think at one point two of
Yeah.
them decide they're bisexual and then they start dating as well. It's so. But then one of the
Because
dudes
being
like,
gay is a choice.
yeah, they click the switch.
Yo,
They put the talent point in, but yeah, one of the dudes fucking like lost his shit and like
The
beat the
attribute.
child that she had with another member and then like got
What the
arrested.
fuck?
It's the
If-
funniest fucking
Christ.
thing ever.
I would love thought daughter and I would love gay son, but if I had polyamorous kid, I would disown them.
Dude, I actually have a funny
I
story.
ain't
about
having no
polyamorous-
Mormon kids.
I have a funny story about a
Hit
polyamorous
it.
couple I knew.
Hit it.
So
How are they a
I worked
couple?
with this chick. Well,
Were they a throuple?
Do
I-
you mean a
I-
polyamorous
I work-
group?
You mean a
well, here's the
polycule?
thing, right?
Yeah, because a
You mean
couple means two.
polyconcubine?
Let me explain. So it was this polyam because I'd never heard of fucking polyamorous up until this point. Like it was a long time ago. But she explained it to me, and she was so like it was this chick and her boyfriend, and they were a polyamorous couple. Which I think she said that, but like I met the guy, and the guy was like this very like pathetic looking man. He was like. You know, like he was just very like scrawny and just like looked kind of disheveled.
either
he was always kind of like
let me
barefoot.
pitch, let me guess where this is going.
Fuck every
I-
other
Okay,
guy.
go ahead.
Damn, me too.
Either he's a cuckold, or
Okay.
she wanted to like see other dudes and he was just like okay, or the third exciting option, which is always my favorite, when the guy's like I want to see other people, I want to sleep
And
around
the
a bit, I
girl
want
gets,
to
like,
get
8
freaky.
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And then he
Boyfriend.
struggles to
Yeah.
get any
Shit.
pussy, and she's like, "All right, well, fuck it then." And she goes and fucks like 10 dudes,
Can I just say you are right on every single count?
yes.
Yeah.
Literally every single thing you said. It's not even like an A,
The
B, or
rare
C. It's
fourth
like all of
option,
these
all
things.
of the above.
Three of them.
all of the above.
That
Yeah. So
rose.
like Yeah, so she would basically use the polyamorous thing as like means to like just constantly cheat on him.
Yeah.
Because like she would go like there is a fucking mechanic like auto body repair place next to us. To get work done on her car, she would just fuck
And her
the mechanic.
pussy.
Like to get food
she
from
got
this place,
work
she would
done.
just she would just like fuck the guy at like the restaurant and get like food. And she would like tell us about these things like, oh yeah, this is like a new age fucking like a way to have a relationship with somebody is I just go out and I have sex with these people and they fix my car, they feed us, they get us groceries and things like that. I'm like,
It's the
kind of sounds like that just sounds like sex work at that point. But like, I asked him like, okay, so it's a polyamorous thing, so he can go like see other people too. And she's like, yeah, but like he never did because he was like so fucking pathetic. Yeah, so he was just like, yes, my queen, whatever you say, go fuck the auto body guy, get our fucking 2001 Nissan Altima fucking repaired.
Get a turbocharger.
Our timing's
built.
held fixed.
yeah. I just
Yeah,
real quick. I'm not trying to pull the
I
fucking
am.
incel card of like girls can fuck nonstop and guys can't fuck it all, but like that is
Oh,
it's,
no.
in situations like this usually the case. The
That's
guy
how
usually
it
has
almost always
Elriz. But he like secretly wants to like try fuck other people, whatever. And then he
Yeah.
like pitches the idea, and she's like, "All right, well, it goes both ways, so I'll
Alright.
sleep around too." And then
Yeah.
inevitably, it's a lot easier for her because guys will fuck anything that moves, so it's easy for her to
Yeah.
get something to fuck it, and the dude gets jealous, and the relationship falls apart. There's so
see
many
so
funny
much of that
posts
on
from like
Reddit.
the cuckold subreddit you see. It's like It's honestly the most depressing fucking thing ever because it's all these dudes being like,
very
I
depressing,
thought I
but
was into
very
this,
funny.
I was into this fetish, and then like 2 seconds into watching my wife get fucking railed, I broke
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
wanted to
oh,
kill
God.
myself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see so much of that
I
on
think,
Reddit
like-
where it's like on every. It's like
Yeah.
it crops up everywhere. It's like ask Reddit, fucking am I the asshole? Relationship advice.
Today I fucked
in
up.
all of
Yeah.
today I fucked up. In all
Epic
of them,
Redditor
like once a
updates.
day, there's a post that gets to like the front page or the like second page that's like, so me and my wife have been married for 8 years and we have 7 kids and she I told her that I
hired a
wanted to
bull.
open the relationship and she said okay and now she's pregnant with like 4 other guys' babies at once and they're gonna have like a Megatron baby and I
They
haven't
put
got
their cum
Oh
into
my
a blender.
God.
They mixed it up. They put it in a turkey baser, and they
Make
got her
one big
pregnant.
baby.
It's the super baby. I
now
can't have a super baby.
how do I tell her to close our relationship? And everybody's just like, man,
I don't want super baby.
I don't want to raise Megatron.
He's got like snot coming down his mouth and shit.
What
I
if
think it
each
was,
arm and leg
so
is
funny.
a different race?
His head and chest and legs are all different races.
He looks like Frankenstein's baby. Oh.
I think it was Super Mega. I think Matt mentioned this because speaking of the videos,
Super mega baby.
it was a video he found of someone doing like a cuckold thing, and he's recording his wife getting fucking plowed,
Oh,
and like
no.
halfway into it, he's like, yeah, I don't know about this, and his wife
Oh, I
is
think
like
I've
looking at
seen
him,
that.
getting
That is-
railed, and is
dude.
like, what? No, it's okay, like like this is what we wanted, and he's like, yeah, I guess so.
Oh!
Okay.
It's it's so awful to watch, but it's like
Oh.
it's the funniest shit you ever
Yeah.
like. You got yourself into this debacle.
What I
my
don't
friend.
get, like what I don't get is like, how do you get to that point in your life?
Yeah.
Where, like, I get it if it's like a fetish, right? Everybody has like their weird.
I think
kinks.
that's it.
Like people like
usually.
scat or shit. Yeah, but like I don't get how.
Dude,
like I
yeah.
feel like I don't know how you get to a point where like you're watching your wife get
Exactly.
fucked by another dude.
Like scat.
Yeah,
makes
and then
more
you're like,
sense to
oh,
me
actually, I don't feel
than
so good about
cuck-
this.
Than like getting cucked. Just because it's like
Right.
I could somehow see how watching somebody like eat another human or some shit or like Zootopia like gets you fucking horny.
Zootopia.
Like, dude, no, but like I'm just saying I could see how anything could lead to
Listen, the rabbit from Zootopia is hot as fuck,
I'm just,
but I don't really understand cuckold.
Zoophilia.
I gotta know.
No,
I gotta
Zootopia
know
the
what he's
movie.
thinking.
I'm just saying, I can see how most roads lead back to being horny, but to me, like, the one thing that doesn't make sense is like, okay, I want to love somebody and let them do the one thing that we were created to do with somebody else. Like what?
Yeah.
Like it goes against all laws of fucking existence, bro. What is wrong?
It's probably like I mean, it's a cheating thing at the basis, right? And like some people are turned on by cheating themselves, like that's their fetish is like adultery. So I guess it's like maybe it's like the reverse of that, where it's like you got cheated on once, and now that's like fucking wormed its way into your brain, and now you're like your brains are coping with it as like, well, she's gonna cheat anyway, so I might as well let her do it, and then jerk off.
I might as well
to it.
watch her and film it.
Yeah,
There
I
was-
mean,
there was
I
one
guess if you're
post
happy
on-
in that, shout out. But
If anyone
There was
that's
a
watching
post
has
on
a
that,
cuck fetish, can you like explain it to us?
Whatever
I was
floats your
gonna
boat,
say-
go
I just
for
don't
it.
understand
This
why
is-
you-
Yeah, I was gonna say if we do have any listeners out there that are genuine cucks, not get to the fucking finish
to
line,
the
and be
finish
like, "Oh,
line
no, I
and
don't
get
know."
sad.
Yeah, get sad.
And also, we
I
should probably
genuinely want to
specify-
hear your point
We
of
should
view.
probably specify someone who's actually had it done too, and not just like watched porn of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I feel like
Yeah,
watching
I
porn
don't
of
like
anything
this.
is like it's just, at that point it's just a fantasy.
Well, I don't
It's
think
like-
any of
and
our
there's
viewers
there's
have
things
been
I
right.
watch in porn where I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, but if you're the person who's like, oh yeah, no, I this is my shit, I'm gonna actually do this.
Also,
This is my
anyone that really fucks with
This my
Zootopia,
shit.
hit me up.
This my shit.
Yeah, if you're really into Zootopia.
If anyone wants to watch
can you-
Zootopia with me on Discord, let me know.
Let me know. I'll be hard as shit the entire time.
There's a Reddit post that I've seen a few times pop up on Twitter, I think, from the Cuckold subreddit, and it's like this guy talking about like the bull, which is the man who fucks your wife, in case you're wondering. Saying he's tested positive for HIV, and so now they have to use a condom. And he says that the idea that there's just a thin layer of rubber separating that from my wife gets me so hard. I'm like,
See, okay,
fuck?
well, I want to say as much
Jesus
as that like
Christ.
makes everybody here like wig out. That's the kind of guy we're talking about, where it's like shout out if like
He's
if,
it, yeah,
if
he's
you
leading,
can be
he
happy
loves it.
doing that. Go for it. Like I know, I'm not gonna.
You're a loser, bro. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. Like, wasn't there like a whole craze about catching the bug?
Yeah,
You know,
like,
I
a
gotta
bug
get the
catches-
bug.
If the idea of your wife getting a life-ending disease gets you horny, you're like too sexual.
Yeah.
Brother. You need help.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you're
you've
too
been-
far gone. You're
you've
There's
too
been
other
horny.
parts
Like,
of life.
I mean,
there's
I guess
there's
that's,
like
yeah.
play hell divers and get really into like chess or something, bro. Like sex, like
Yeah.
it's not sex isn't
fucked
the
up,
only
dude.
dope thing. You can, like,
That's
eat
true. I
watermelon,
will
bro. That
say,
shit
if he
slaps.
wanted his wife to get HIV without her consent, then yeah, like that's
Andrew,
like
no,
beyond
no.
fucked up. But
I'm putting my foot down. We're
putting
kink
my
shaming
fucking
people like
foot in
that. I'm
someone's
putting my
dick.
foot down. We are kink shaming people like that. That is disgusting.
I agree.
Because, listen, you're spreading a deadly disease. Regardless of if she consents to it or not, down
sound
the
like-
road
you
she's
sound
gonna
like
fuck someone who
Thompson
doesn't know.
Jordan Peterson or some shit.
Yes.
Instead of
You're
like
spreading a deadly disease. You're spreading a deadly Clean your own. Don't get HIV.
what's the deal with cuckolding?
What's the deal with HIV? That's so freaked out. Jerry, I gotta get the bug.
I'm getting the bug, Jerry.
Anyway, sorry. It's disgusting.
yeah. So anyway, that's
Anyway.
the cuckold portion of the podcast.
Yeah, that's the r/slash
Yeah, if any-
cuckolding.
Any cucks out there?
Yeah.
Any cuck queens out there? Let us know.
Yeah, is there any queens
At
out there
Burger
watching your man get
King with my
sucked
cuckold
off?
queen?
Cuck queens
Yeah.
are weird to me because like you can kind of see where like the cuckold like mentality comes from, but like I've never understood
Yeah.
like how does that work with the cuck queen thing?
Isn't it
like,
the same thing?
Well, yeah,
I
but I
mean-
feel like the dynamic for a woman watching her like husband or boyfriend fuck a bunch of girls, like that's probably different, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the chick getting fucked.
No,
Because I feel like
What's that
she's
called?
not. Yeah, what is that called? Is
I
that
don't
just
know.
the
A
wife?
fucking
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how that works in a relationship, but no, cuck queen is the
Yeah.
flip where it's instead it's the girl getting cucked and watching her boyfriend or husband fuck another
Yeah.
girl or guy.
That's
Or
crazy.
yeah,
I didn't
why
or
know
is
that
she
that
was a
watches
thing.
her man get piped down.
I get more like I mean I suppose like the relationship
bull.
of like a dude fucking a bunch. hey, we're going back to gender stereotype, ancient gender stereotypes. What up? But like, you know, if a dude sleeps around, you know, he's a pimp. If a girl sleeps around, she's a hooah, which is bad. But so like, flip that, I suppose. It's like if a girl's like fucking another guy, it's like, ooh, that's scandalous. But if a guy's fucking another girl, it's like, yeah, he's getting his fucking dick off. I don't know what you know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is good. I'm just saying
you know,
that's how
I think-
society be.
Yeah.
I think in the cuck queen situation, like it's also kind of in the name. Like the girl kind of has the power of like, yeah, my husband's gonna fuck this other girl, but like I get to pick it and I'm in control and like I tell them what to do and like shit like that. So
I think that is a
she's
lot
kinda-
of it.
She's kind of like doming them, but also getting cucked at the same time. Whereas like a cuck is just like a fucking loser bitch that's just like watching his wife get fucked and just sitting there being bullied.
Get plowed.
Well,
when he's doing
the
nothing.
cuckold originally
Beating
just
his
meant
mate.
you were like, it was like a word that just meant you're a fool. Like you were getting cheated on and you didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys want to talk about JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, we can round this out with a nice Jordan Seaward. Jordan JoJo
JoJo
Seaward.
Bro,
Siwa.
have you guys been seeing the JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, no,
I have, and I looked
I
at
saw the
CYE.
rebrand.
I looked it up
I have.
today. Apparently, people, because I was like, why people fucking hating this on this trick? And apparently, it's
I
because
just saw the clip of her like vigorously humping someone. In
yeah,
the
her dancing's really cringy and whatever.
I did
music's
hear
already
about
for
the
me.
humping thing. That was very funny.
But
yeah,
there
that's all
was
I've seen.
supposedly some drama with the her old group ZOMG kids or some shit. It was like really weirdly run, and then I think she's still friends with like Colleen Ballinger and shit. So
Legend.
that's
Yeah,
what
she was
I've
like,
heard. Yeah,
she like came out big in support of her during the gossip train shit.
Yeah,
No, but so
she said the song's epic.
she's been like rebranding as like fucking Kiss, but for like lesbians or something. But
yeah.
and she made this song like
Yeah, that's my search history. Kiss lesbians.
Kiss lesbians.
kissing but
Ooh.
lesbian.
Ooh.
Do you ever just go back to the old? Do you ever just like kick it old school? You're like,
Go
yeah, I'm
back
gonna
to the
fucking
old
put on some
me.
Go back to
vinyl,
just type-
and I'm just
Yo,
gonna
run it back.
I'm just gonna search
Run it
girls
back.
kissing and joke to that
Lesbian into
today.
Google, yeah.
Yeah,
I do that
Sometimes-
what you
sometimes.
hear is go
Some,
back.
yeah, if you want to do some vintage, fucking search lesbian porn free on Google. Click on the top result. Just kick it
No,
real
just
old
Google
school.
boobs, bro.
Yeah,
Just Google boobs.
But so-
that's vintage porn. That's the equivalent of us like having magazines hidden under our bed.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking so she made this song called like Pick Your Fighter or Choose Your Fighter or some shit, and it's like about like when you pick your girlfriend, you pick your fighter, and it's like about like you're angry at like your ex or some shit, and
Sure.
and she her whole press run is like she's like dressed as fucking lesbian Kiss, and
Yeah.
dot Google, and she's like fucking.
Google.
Google. And she's like this song's about my fucking ex. Listen to this listen for this one ad lib. I think you'll know who I'm talking about or some shit. And then it came out that this song, so like I guess for it's kind of like typical in like pop and shit that people just like buy songs off like songwriters and stuff that are like already like pre-tracked and written and everything. Basically has been like doing this whole press run and like I wrote this song intimately about my ex fucking fucked me over and I'm emo and I'm kissed now at Google lesbian.
Yeah.
And then this song is she bought the song off like this girl from TikTok that made the song like
no, I did see that.
2022 or some shit, and it's literally so like she didn't even just like they didn't just like buy the rights to the song or whatever. So obviously it's cringe that she didn't write it and it's like promoting it as like this is like about my ex, but she's using the pre-tracked vocals of the songwriter and she never tracked her own vocals or anything, so it's literally there's nothing to do with her. And there's this video, hold on, I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. There's this video of her singing like debuting it at a club or something to like 4 people, and she has a microphone in her hand, right? And she's in her whole like Kiss getup, and she's on stage, and she's hyping everybody up for the song, and then the song starts, and she puts the microphone down at her side and starts singing the song without the mic up to her face and dancing for like 2 minutes and doesn't ever sing a single millisecond of the song. It's
That's awesome.
I'm mind blown.
This is like just hit and play at the party. Like fucking, she took
Dude,
the aux
yeah.
cord. Nobody even knew she was supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
you're a
Like,
performer.
this song is about one of my exes, and don't you worry, I'll point it
out
out
the ad lib when you fucking hear it.
when it comes. And it's just like, Betty. That's it.
There it is. There's also something about, I guess, like a child star. I guess Miley Cyrus kind of did the same thing, right? But we're like, when you've got this like clean, sanitized child star image, and then you're like, no, I want to rebel. I'm 18 or I'm 20, whatever the fuck. Like, I'm going to show everyone. So I'm going to have references to sex in my songs now. And then like everyone in the club's like, oh, she mentioned getting eaten out.
She spit.
Yeah,
It's like she just like Googled like how to be fucking edgy.
yeah, dude. Look at like Miley Cyrus. I mean, she had some good songs back then, but like, fuck that. It's kind of cringy
Bangers
looking
era.
back at the bangers era. Yeah,
Yeah.
where it was just like, I don't know about
It's
this one.
I mean, there was some cringe stuff, but also like, I mean, the time it happened, I remember people, like parents especially, being like, you know,
It's
wringing their
the
hands and
They did
like,
that.
oh,
They did
what
that
is
to Miley
this?
Cyrus.
The sin, the devil.
In complete silence.
Do you remember the fucking
Devil
the
woman.
wrecking ball thing? That was like the biggest meme. Like people parodied that 100 times, and it was never funny once.
Yeah, no, not a single one of them was funny.
Not a single. Every single one was
Yeah.
like a Jimmy
They were
Fallon
all so
tier
bad.
SNL bit.
Yeah.
And people like
Yeah.
also it would have been that era of YouTube as well, where it's like, you know, really cringy fucking skit comedy was like at
Yeah.
keys, so there would have been like 500 million really unfunny Wrecking Ball parodies, where half the
Yeah.
joke
Yeah.
is just the guy making a funny face where he's like
Yeah, dude, that was like in the fucking height of like parody
you know what?
music on YouTube,
wait,
especially.
how about this?
Okay.
Do we want to bet on whether or not there's an annoying orange Wrecking Ball parody?
Oh god.
Everyone say whether or not you think there's an annoying orange Wrecking Ball parody, and we'll find
I
out
think
live.
there will be, because annoying orange is
Yeah, I feel like there
spherical
definitely
or,
could be.
like,
Okay, 2 yeses. James, do you think there's an annoying orange
Spherical.
Wrecking Ball parody?
came in like an orange.
Yes, I bet
Okay.
$500.
I've never been so orange before.
I'm also
Okay,
very annoying.
Twist. Not only is there a Wrecking Ball annoying orange, there's one from 2 years ago.
What the fuck?
What?
Like from the official fucking annoying orange?
It's annoying orange
Wait.
gaming.
But is it when the annoying? Is it like that? Is it
the
when they
fuck?
did NFTs for everything and maybe they like reposted their shit or something?
No, this was
Oh.
no. I think it's
Yeah, let me buy that annoying orange wrecking ball parody NFT.
Please.
Let me
Can I
cop.
have it? Can you give it for me for my birthday?
there's a fucking annoying orange skibbity toilet parody. So like anything goes. At this
Anything's
point.
possible.
Anything good.
Shout out annoying orange
Yeah.
for still
Let-
being
yeah.
annoying all these years later.
It's kind of you can't really get mad at it because it's like, well, it's in the name.
It is in the name. They've been
It's
holding
anno-
to
It is.
that for
Yeah, it is annoying.
well
It's
over
annoying,
a
not really-
decade.
Kind of honestly, kind of
Yeah.
impressive. That it'd be one of those things you'd be like, oh, annoying orange, fucking cringe, lame, 2014 slop. But like a bit,
Yeah.
I guarantee that dude's made like $200 million off that.
Oh, he
fucking
makes so
IP.
much fucking
yeah.
money.
100%.
Boys.
Have you guys heard this parody?
Hit it.
Never made it as a wise man.